I spent over $110,000 to try to get rid of my migraine headache symptoms that I suffered from for 2 years straight, every single day, and that literally took over my entire life. I tried everything under the sun imaginable to try and get relief. I could barely function, I could barely think straight. The worst thing about it was it contributed to anxiety and depression because it felt like I had this constant vice-gripping pain going throughout my entire head, lightning strikes in my eyes, and I could barely do the things that I enjoyed, and just kind of felt like I was getting ripped off going from doctor to doctor. There were a few great ones in there that were genuinely trying to help me, but unfortunately, it really just felt like a lot of the people that I went to were trying to take advantage of me and my family, who were trying to religiously help me get better because I had to pull away from school. I pulled away from socializing with friends, from working. My entire life was hijacked by these headaches and migraines that crippled me for 2 years straight, every single day. And things got really dark and scary, as some of you might know, because when those headaches last month over month, you feel like you may have some sort of problem going on with your brain, and you start to question every single thing in your body. It literally started to take over your entire life, which is what happened to me. And you become desperate to try and get relief by jumping from doctor to doctor, because unfortunately a lot of people out there just don't have the answers. A lot of providers are willing to treat you because of the conflict of interest, which is boosting their profits and boosting their bottom line in their business. But I was determined to get better, and after 38 doctors, I found this brain rehabilitation doctor who shoved this little crazy thing in my ear. I thought it was a joke. He pulled this thing out and was like, well, let me try this on you. Started using this on a bunch of patients, and I really laughed and was just kind of disappointed because I spent like $150 to see this doctor, and he stuck it in my ear, squeezed it, put it in my ear, and went back and forth, and then did a different method where like this, back and forth, and I kid you not, for the first time in 2 years, this crazy little thing gave me relief from the tension, the pressure. It was like a band around my entire head. It was pulsating. It would keep me up at night. I could barely sleep. This little thing literally knocked it out. But of course, after spending tons and tons of money, I was like, there's no way this thing is gonna keep on working. So I bought one. It was like 30-something bucks. I tried it out, and I knew some friends and family that suffered from headaches and migraines. I let them try it out to see if it was a gimmick or to see if it actually worked. I put this to the test. Now you start using this thing religiously every single day. The frequency of headaches and the tension, the pressure in my head started to drop. Literally a couple months after, I woke up several days in a row, and I had no tension, no pressure, no pain inside of my head. Really the biggest thing that changed was that I started using this thing. I was able to get relief, and then that kind of lowered my stress. It's kind of this feedback loop where I would get more relief and I would get less stressed. And today, standing here at this beautiful waterfall in the Intermountain West, it's been over 5 years. I don't suffer from any kind of headaches, any kind of migraines. This little thing built by this brain rehabilitation doctor literally gave me my life back. The cool thing is that this is a one-time buy from the brain rehabilitation doctor that developed this. He literally just wants to help people, just help people all over the world. There's tension and pressure naturally inside the head through activating cranial nerves inside the ear canal. They coordinate with the brainstem, which is where pain receptors are. And it's worked so well. If it doesn't work for you, within 90 days of testing this thing out, giving it a couple weeks, you can get a full refund. So there's really nothing to lose. So if you suffer any kind of tension, any kind of pressure, you've got to give this thing a try. You have nothing to lose but the tension and the pressure inside of your head.